So once again, a very good afternoon to all of you. Mishra sir has called and then he is joining soon. So please be here in meeting. I'm also floating one message into the group so that rest of the participants must also join. Yes, I can see that some of the participants have raised some query in the chat box also. This is very nice. So I request others also, if they have any query, they can directly interact to sir, or they can write the queries in the chat box also. Actually, sir was busy in one meeting, so and he has been free very late, so that's why this is the problem. Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible, sir? Mishra sir has joined.
Good afternoon to all. Sorry for the delay.
No problem, sir. Good afternoon. Very good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Oh, how are you, sir? Have you taken the lunch, sir?
No, I am on the lunch table only. It's okay.
Okay, okay. Oh, no problem, sir. So actually, sir, this event is basically sponsored by AICT Atal, AICT Training and Learning Academy, and we have a variety of participants from the different fields. Although most of the participants are from electrical background, but some are from others also, like electronics, control engineering, mechanical also. So I already told to all the participants that Mr. Sir will answer the queries if they have any regarding the renewable energy systems. First, I welcome sir formally in this event. You have spare your time for this event. I am very much thankful to you, sir. So I think there is no
Yeah.
need to introduce to you, sir. Everyone know very well. So
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
sir is still.
We
Yeah,
can
yeah,
start the question that will save our time.
yeah, sir. So actually, some of the participants have raised their queries in the chat box also. So I am taking one of
Very
the
nice.
query from here. Okay, sir. One of the participant has write his query in her query in this chat box. She has written, kindly throw some light on stability, flexibility, and adequacy issues from high RE penetration in power systems.
Good. So when you come to stability, it is basically the stability is divided into two parts: the voltage stability and the angle stability. So angle stability is mostly related to the uh, synchronous machines, and the voltage stability is mostly related to the reactive power sufficiency in a network. Now, when the RE penetration happens, many a times it is seen that the renewable energy will have variability, and that variability is mostly reflected in the aspect of real power. So that variability will give rise to angle stability. However, since most of the RE penetration is connected to the grid with inverter, you can always have a smart inverter philosophy, and that inverter will give rise to reactive power support also. So when you support reactive power, even if there is a real power variation, using that reactive power support, you can make that inverter a STATCOM sort of work, and that can improve the stability as well. Now coming to the reliability is basically a very broad term. Probably what the question is referring to is giving a uninterrupted power supply. So to give a uninterrupted power supply during the renewable energy penetration, it is the storage which will play a very vital role. So in the context of storage, if I say, apart from battery energy storage system, there are now coming hydrogen energy storage system, thermal energy storage system, and maybe even some case geothermal energy storage system. So the storage will play a very vital role, and some case the pump storage system is also being implemented. Compressed air is also another source of storage system. So these things need to be properly seen for taking care of the reliability aspect when there is a fluctuation in the real power from RE sources. I hope I have cleared the question.
Yes. So Suman Sharma, if it is audible to you, if you want to know some more about this one, you can directly ask to sir. Sir is online. Or should I take the next question, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, so next is about the some electrical vehicles. So, okay, Suman Sharma, she has written that how electric vehicles can resolve some of the issues of high RE penetration. So this is about the electric vehicles, asked by Suman Sharma, one of the participant.
See, electric vehicle per se is nothing but a moving storage. There is a battery which moves from location A to location B. So this moving storage, if can be properly regulated, we can make advantage of the RE fluctuation, and these RE fluctuations can be integrated with this electric vehicle charging infrastructure. However, one important point you should remember that this this storage is basically a moving storage, and hence the range anxiety will be very, very important. So if I go on discharging this vehicle or I go on charging this vehicle, then it will have two implications. One is your range anxiety when it is discharged, and the life cycle reduction when it is charged and discharged. So taking these two into account, this electric vehicle charging discharging price need to be decided, and this can act as a ancillary service to the grid. Hence, it can also help in improving the RE penetration. But the price is very, very important in that case. Otherwise, the electric vehicle owner may not like to agree for charging and discharging of its battery for the grid purpose, for going for more renewable energy penetration. I hope I have cleared it.
Yes, sir. Yes. So, although there are not much queries, one more query is there from the participants. This is although I think like generalized, generalized kind of query. She has written, is it right decision for bio students taking in engineering year by year in engineering sector mathematics reduced? Is it right?
No, I cannot follow the question. What is the question?
She has written that is it right decision for bio students taking in engineering?
Bio.
Yes, biology students. Usually students mainly choose in two subjects, either biology or mathematics. So biology students are also allowed nowadays in the engineering field. So whether this is the right decision or not, she is asking about this one.
See, it is your choice, right? What you will be reading and what you will be doing. So if you are confident that you can clear the engineering, and if the rule permits, you can do it. And now the question is how much you will be able to do, whether it is suitable to you or not, whether you will feel comfortable or not. It is totally a personal agenda. So that's why it is whether it is right or wrong, it is very difficult to say.
Yes, sir, exactly. So what I think is that I think in the new education policy NEP there is something like that the kind of interdisciplinary kind of things is there for the coming students. Am I
Yes,
right,
it is
sir?
possible. Yes, yes, it is possible. You can migrate from one to other and vice versa. So that is there, but
Yes.
ultimately the domain interest is very important, and that is why the new education policy has evolved that policy.
Yes, sir,
Hmm.
exactly. One more query, sir. One of the participant is asking, and he's asking about, sir. Could you explain PCM application in cold storage? I don't know what is this PCM. PCM application in cold storage.
Cold storage, very good. PCM is phase change material.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay.
phase change material can be very well used in cold storage, and in fact, we have also made a demonstration plant where we have tried to use PCM for making the thermal energy storage. It is basically equivalent to a thermal storage in the perspective of PCM. So it can be. But in case of PCM, the most important part is what is that PCM material and what temperature it behaves as a PCM. That need to be properly analyzed. Otherwise, it will not be a practical option.
Yes. So, all right, sir. This query basically has been raised by one participant, Karthikeyan, from some institute. I don't know the student name of the institute. So, although there is no more query in this chat box, if anyone of the participant who is there in the meeting and listening me, they directly can ask to sir.
There is one
Some
raised hand.
participants like Rajiv sir.
There is a
No,
raised hand.
Yeah,
no,
yes,
no.
yes, yeah, sir. Okay, one of the participant want to ask something. Is there any? Okay, Rajiv sir, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes,
No,
yes. Please want to ask something, sir?
no. I was just interested. The sir has said that this PCM can be used in cold chain and cold storage. So can you just recommend the kind of PCM? Which PCM? I mean, you said just demonstrated.
It is research actually. It is not commercially available
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
So
But you think that it has a potential for there?
yes, yes. One professor Divakar is there here
Okay.
who has done a lot of work in this area.
Okay. So
He
in
is
PCM
from
we are
our
also, yeah. Okay.
the Center for Energy Studies, which has become in fact a department recently.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your query. One more hand raise is there. Is Mr. Rupak is there in the meeting? He want to ask something. Uh, am I audible, Rupak? Want to ask something to sir?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. So my question is, please share your views on India will run on 100% renewable energy when and real problems and challenges faced by country right now. I want your comments and views, sir. Thank you, sir.
See, from the perspective of renewable energy and energy perspective, it is the answer is yes, it can be possible. But when you look to its technical challenges, it is enormous. So when you go to fully renewable based system and the load generation do not exactly match with each other, then there has to be a storage system. Otherwise, you cannot support the load. For example, in the night, you cannot get solar power. So if you want to go for 100% renewable, then somewhere this storage has to be done. Otherwise, you have to go for a mix of generation, and that is called as energy vector. And if you increase the number of energy vector, you will be able to do this in a better way. Now coming to the renewable energy 100%, if it is in a smaller pocket, then it is much easier to reach with. But when it becomes a larger and larger one, it becomes more complicated. And when you go for inverter in parallel, because when you go for renewable energy in parallel, this inverter interaction may aggravate, and you need to have proper control. Then only you will be able to manage the power oscillation in the system. Otherwise, there will be lot of current and voltage oscillation leading to failure of the inverters. Therefore, the challenge comes in developing the control philosophy when it is 100% renewable based system. So according to me, it will start from small scale, like a microgrid sort of thing, and all these independent microgrid will be connected to go for a cluster of microgrid, and those cluster of microgrid will form the bigger grid. So research are all going on in the domain of how to regulate the voltage, frequency, those aspects in a cluster of microgrid, and how to get the proper operation possible. So I hope it is clear.
Yeah, sir.
Okay,
Rupak,
sir.
is it audible to
Thank you,
you?
sir.
Yeah, sir. Okay, thank you. So, sir, there is one more query from one of the participant, Dr. Abhishek Gandhar. Actually, he want to ask about some UPQC. That is one of the facts. He asked that how series converter in UPQC in contributing in RES-based autonomous microgrid system.
Okay. See, UPQC power quality conditioner, I hope he is mentioning unified power quality conditioner. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, exactly, sir.
So, in that the series part is mostly responsible for the voltage, sag and swell aspect. So, in the renewable perspective, when you have the power fluctuation, it may lead to voltage fluctuation. And if you want to reduce that voltage fluctuation, in that, the UPQC has a role, specifically the series part. And if your load is sensitive to voltage, in that case, you have to be more careful, and you can regulate the series control to get the desired amount of injection to make it constant voltage operation. Am I
Right.
clear?
Yeah, sir. Abhishek, sir, if you want to ask directly, you can even directly interact to sir also. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Abhishek, for your query.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Ganesh sir. Thank you very much, Misra sir. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, actually, my question was, Misra sir, can I ask?
Sure.
Sir, actually, UPQC or its version in distribution is UPFC. Generally, series converters are contributing for voltage fluctuation. That is okay. But in autonomous macro grid system, that is a very small system. So, is this possible to integrate these fact devices? Practically, is it a viable solution?
No, I do not recommend to go for a UPQC sort of thing in a microgrid.
Okay, sir. That was my question. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, but for the sake of research, some people are doing it. Is your choice.
Oh, that's why I'm working on it. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ah.
Thank you,
very
sir,
much.
for your interaction. Okay, one more query that has already been asked in many of the sessions also. Sir, people are asking about some control of frequency when a system has high penetration of renewable energy. So that question has already been asked to Bakar sir also, Sandroy sir also. So this question is also for you too, sir.
What is the question? Control of frequency.
Yes. Control of frequency when there is the high penetration of renewable energy.
Good. So, first of all, I want to know when you are telling high penetration, is it the fully inverter-based microgrid or there is some rotating machines also?
If there are
So,
some rotating machines are also there in the system.
okay. So, in the rotating machine, when you have this frequency, it is just Pn by 120. So, the frequency is actually fluctuating in a system because of the power mismatch, because the differential power has to come from the inertia of the system. And that inertia will play a role. And as a result, the frequency will be and that will lead to basically the nadir point being low. As a result, the inertia of this system need to be met, and all these renewable energy sources should contribute to inertia, and that is what we call as virtual inertia. And many paper has now come by making the inverter working like a virtual synchronous machine in an inductive path, and that is called as VSM. So a combination of grid following and grid forming inverter is now the research topic in the context of frequency management of the system. And all these inverters can help the frequency management also if they are properly regulated using proper control structure. And these control structure need to be also coordinated using communication network or maybe a combination of local and global control so that the coordination becomes proper and they work as per the instruction given by the control infrastructure. And in that case, this observability also will be a issue, and the observability of the inverter need to be also monitored so that you can properly give the command, which may be your automatic generation command or maybe your power output command that will go into the inverter system. Am I clear now?
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir. So basically, there must be some kind of virtual inertia when there is the high penetration to regulate the frequency. So people are working
Yes.
on that. Virtual inertia must be there from the renewable systems. So that will basically helping to regulate the frequency. One
Yeah,
thing,
and those
yes,
virtual inertia also can have n number of approaches. It is not
yes,
one. So which one is going to have better response or better performance need to be seen using research perspective.
yes, sir, exactly. One more thing, since sir, you have mentioned that the time which is basically taken by the frequency response from the optimal value to the nadir point, I think that is classically when there is the synchronous generators are there in the system, then that is about 2 to 3 seconds. Then if there are high number of penetration, how much limit of this time will be there? What about the limit of the time? Either this goes to about zero, I mean, it immediately goes to the nadir point, or it will increases somehow. Is there anything about this time, sir?
It depends on the percentage of penetration and the strength of the grid that you are talking about. If your loads are quite sensitive to frequency, then this nadir point may not go much below. However, if the loads are all electronic loads, then in that case you may see a large nadir point also. Besides that, what type of control you have implemented into your inverter also will play the reduction of nadir point. So it is basically the system which you are thinking, and what is its X by R ratio, and what is its line strength and the load magnitude, all combiningly will decide how much deep will be there in the frequency.
Yes, sir. So basically, if a grid is very strength, then that time may be about 5 to 6 seconds also, reach from the nominal value to the nadir point, basically.
Correct.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So, any other queries from any other participants, they can directly ask to sir. They even can raise your hand, please. One professor from University of Kolkata, he used to ask something. Are you there, sir? If you want to
Yeah, yeah.
interact with Misra, sir.
Yeah, I am there.
Yes,
I
yes.
know
You want to
Professor
ask?
Mishra very well.
Okay, okay.
I have done my PhD from IIT Kharagpur under Professor Pradhan, and they are pretty good friends, I think.
Okay, you are student of Professor Pradhan.
Yes, sir. Binay Kumar Karmakar.
Okay, okay. Where are you now?
I am saying
Uh,
University of Calcutta. I have joined there.
okay, great, great.
Thank you, sir.
Put your question, please.
Yeah, say in microgrid, we also discuss about that power voltage group. Means instead of power frequency group, we apply power voltage group. That was one of my problem in that while I was doing research. Still, means because induction, sorry, the synchronous generator cannot be operated in power voltage group, right? So
Correct.
how means if there is any in synchronous generator present in the microgrid, then how the group can be implemented for load sharing?
Okay, understand. It is an interesting question. See, when you do sharing, it is the global variable which shares. Okay.
Yes.
In case of a microgrid,
Mm-hmm.
what is the global variable?
Yes.
Which one is a global variable?
Frequency and voltage both are global. You can consider.
No. Frequency is the global one. Voltage is always local one.
Okay. Now, in case
Because
of islanded, sir, in case of islanded microgrid,
whatever, see, if you have a distance between two converters
mm-hmm.
and there is a power flow, then
Okay.
it will be difficult to have same voltage at that point, right?
Yes.
But your frequency will be same.
But sir, if the line is resistive, you can have the same voltage between the two buses almost in terms of
How?
magnitude.
If you have a current flow from one point to other,
Mm-hmm.
and your line is resistive,
Mm-hmm.
then Ohm's law tells that voltage has to be different.
Yes, yes, yes.
So voltage cannot be global variable.
That's true. That's true, sir.
So any variable which is involved with frequency will be shared properly, and the other variable will lose the sharing.
Right.
As a result, if you simply take F and V, whether you take PF, QV,
Hmm.
or you take PV, QF,
Hmm.
one will lose the sharing and other will accept the sharing.
Hmm.
So if you take suppose PF,
Hmm.
then P will share, Q will lose.
Yes.
If you take QF, Q will be shared and P will lose.
Yes.
Therefore, to have a compromise, people are now telling a generalized group, which is PQF. So
Okay.
both V and F you keep in both the group.
Okay.
Okay, so in the long run, both the variable will be stabilized because you have the global variable present in both the equation.
Okay. I did not thought like that. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Good.
Okay. Okay.
So I hope I have cleared the
Yes.
question.
Yes. Very much, sir. Very much.
Hmm.
I should think it.
So thank you, sir. Actually, now it is about 3 o'clock. You have to go to some meeting, sir, as you told, sir.
Yes,
So
yes.
I think that there is no more query in the chat box. Uh, I think if
Thank
anyone
you.
of the participants. Okay, sir. So I formally once again thank you very much, sir, for being here with us. And we are very fortunate that you have spared your time to come this in this specific FDP. Basically, sir, I want to tell you that many of the participants in this FDP are from many IITs and NITs faculties also here in this
Very
meeting.
good.
We have interacted very nicely since last 5 days. Although I think you have seen that the schedule of this FDP also, most of the participants are in our group only. We had Dr. Pratyasa, Dr. Manas Kumar
Yeah,
Jena,
yeah,
Milan.
yeah.
So all that the one experience which I had in last 5 days was really wonderful. So once again, I am very much thankful to you, sir, for sparing the time for we people. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
might leave now, sir. So
Yeah.
participants, you please, yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So participants, please be here. I am just sharing the link of attendance. This one of this session. Although the session was about 2:30 to 4:30, but it is over now. So this was the last session. We will have one more session that is nothing, that is simply about the feedback of this course. So we will be meeting at 4:30, although that is too late, but anyway, because it has already been scheduled. So maybe some more experts or some experts or some maybe observer from the AICT will maybe there in that session. So anyhow, we will have our validity session at 4:30 o'clock. So till then, even you can be connected here in this meeting, or you may leave, and you must join at 4:30 because we have to have some feedback from your side. So with that, I think I once again thank you all. Thank you very much to you all for listening patiently and asking number of queries to Mr. Sir. So thank you very much. If any one of you want to ask something, they can ask about this FDP. If any one of you want to ask about the quiz or some kind of attendance and all, they directly can ask here. I'm sharing the attendance for this link, this session basically. Okay, I have to stop recording also.